typing artist.
Oh, well, why? Once the time runs out, is that...
Are you having problems typing?
Characters that are...
Yeah.
You click on the character you want to write for, and then you start typing.
Yeah.
We just do. Props are in the table back here. Oh, you have a prop. What do you want to do with the prop? Okay, then you just get in the writer line and get one of those little big cards that...
Well, because we are family, are we not, Mother? And besides, if you bite me, the porch will be tied up in cords for years. Years, Mother!
You son of a bitch! Oh, no, wait a minute. I would be the bitch. No! You bastard! Yes! You're a dirty bastard!
No, that's good to know. I still came from your beautiful loins, Mother.
Are you enjoying my nut?
We'll do one more. Make sure it's a new line that somebody can face their next start off with. Maybe something weird to try and...
Not the kitty. Oh, not the kitty. That made me feel excited.
Yeah, I did, yes.
Ooh, excuse me.
Sorry.
We'll get your exquisite corpse portrait done. Please take this opportunity.
Alright, I need to scoot my fat butt in here.
Hello.
They're all God's children. And I'm not. There's cake! There's cake! Yeah, no, I'm your daddy. I'm your father.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to begin. Thank you so much for coming tonight to an Exquisite Corpse Theater production. The life you'll never have. Now, as our funeral director and wedding planner, we'll just remove the table. Oh my! Now, what's going on here? That's not clean. Hello, everyone. I'm the voice of Stage Directions.
Bye.
VOSD, Bono Simpkins Didier. Well, thank you so much for coming tonight. We're really thrilled to have you on our second and closing night of the Exquisite Corpse soap opera show. Thank you so much, because of course your writing, whether you wrote in our writers' room in the back, or contributed something to the monologue, or helped with the vows or the objections, or whatever you did, I'm sure you wrote something that's going to hopefully appear on this stage and make this a ridiculously funny evening. This is the fourth production we have done of Exquisite Corpse. The first one was a film noir last May, I believe it was. Who's here for that? Anyone here for the very first one? All right. And then last fall, we did 2 science fiction shows. Those were pretty cool. And here we're breaking into the third most necessary genre, naturally, soap opera. It's been a lot of fun. I hope you've had fun getting to know the Kardashian family. You're going to see the best of them, I'm sure, in just a moment. I want to give you just a quick background on something you've actually already kind of gotten a taste of, probably. The Exquisite Corpse is a name for a parlor game that we can originally trace back to the Surrealists, the French Surrealists, who came up with this idea of kind of creating things unintentionally, collaborative, a blind collaborative kind of process, where one person writes a line or two, folds it over so that only the last line that they wrote can be seen, and hands it on to the next. And there they end up with something that no one would ever make on purpose, but that got to some strange corners of reality, or possibility at least, than they would get on their own. So we have to thank more closely a group called the San Francisco Cacophony Society.
Yes.
Glad to hear that there are a few of you still not in prison. So if you're not familiar with the San Francisco Cacophony Society, you might be. Who we have to thank for things like Burning Man, and for those Santas that rampage everywhere at the end of it. That's a rather mixed success. But look out for the book, The Tales of San Francisco Cacophony Society, if you haven't seen it yet. It comes out from last gasp, and it talks about the original versions of this event, the Exquisite Corpse play. So it gets, as anyone who's been to the writing room can attest, it gets a lot more complicated than just folding over a piece of paper when you want to do this form as a play. So it's taken a lot of work and a tremendous, incredible creative team to put this together, including Dave, who's in the back, who wrote the software that you are using to write. So let's have a round of applause for this. And then what we do each time we do this is way before we get to this event, we actually put a form up online. And because you guys all came tonight, we'll send you an email, a note about the next time we do this, so you can help us see the very first start of this process, which is that our friends on the internet, some of you are probably here tonight who filled out the form, named our characters, chose from the crazy different soap opera archetypes. They chose, I want to see an amnesiac and someone who's gluten intolerant and a multiple personality, an evil twin. That's all because of probably somebody sitting right next to you. And then the crazy names that we got all came from them as well. So this has been a long, long process. We get those and we turn those into characters. We practice with those characters and build them up. And then we bring you guys in to actually write the script. We show you the characters that we've made and we see what happens. So we're going to get the next part of this started by, you may recall some of you wrote gossip, right? Is there a butler in the house? Could I get the assistance of a lovely butler? Woo! Our lovely butler, known as the butler.
It's not like me.
So the butler's going to give us an example of how one would read a piece of gossip written by one of you this evening. Go ahead, read the napkin. Why not?
I am sleeping with the pool boy, secretly. He is Mr. Burns's illegitimate son.
Very good. You see how, reflexive, it's just like, it's a gut instinct or stuff. Now, if a few of you would like to join us on stage, we're going to get some gossip going. We need a kind of a pool of gossip going to really get the soap opera outrageous energy going. So would anybody like to come on up?
Come, friends, acting friends, and line up.
You're not going to have one. You can have one. You can have one. No,
You're not going to believe that Evelyn is marrying the doctor for free health care!
No, no, no.
You'll never believe what I heard.
What?
Susan Lucci is really a man!
You won't believe what I heard. Hydra did it in the cupboard with the candlestick.
Oh!
The left side of Hydra is numb from overstimulation.
With the candlestick!
Well, you'll never believe what I heard. Hydra is not only Chase's sister, she's also his mother.
Oh, no.
The Kardashians are really poor. It's dirt.
You'll never believe what I heard. What? Jack stole the formula for twist ties from an order of monks in the Bavarian Alps, and they've sworn revenge on his family.
Typical.
You're not going to believe what I heard. Evelyn has Tourette's syndrome.
Yeah.
No shit.
You're not going to believe what I heard. The nut cups are not actually Brazilian.
Supposedly, Dr. Goodthrust was seen, or rather caught, thrusting into the Hydra, if you take my meaning.
Uh-oh. Draw us a sketch later.
You're not going to believe what I heard. Mr. Chase found a gold tooth in the crack between the sofa cushions. It was still wet with blood. You'll never believe what I heard. The maid, when she's not performing her duties at the mansion, has been showcasing at the Hustler Club.
Oh! Which one? Do you remember which?
You're not going to believe this at all. Ernie has a thing for daddies.
Wow.
You'll never believe what I heard. Prick was caught emulating his uncle and admiring himself modeling a turtleneck in his mirror.
Oh, no.
You'll never believe what I heard. The maid and the butler have been swapping everyone's medications for fun.
Well, I heard that there was LSD in the water the night that Hydra was conceived.
The little prick has been creeping around the kitchen carrying the wedding cake batter. Well, the cake is poisoned.
Oh, now you tell me.
This was the right night to start that diet, people.
But Bert has the antidote, and he's going to use it to convince people to join his space program's maiden tour.
Oh.
Minister Steinberg?
Yes.
Believes in evolution.
Do that.
Leland D is pregnant.
Dr. Lance has been supplying Guy with copious amounts of propofol.
Hydra's Cthulhu personality is just a bad case of ulcer.
That sounds too boring to not be real. All right, no pressure, but you're the last gossip. This is going to top it all, right? It's going to be truly outrageous. It's not your fault. You didn't write it.
You'll never believe what I heard. Your nut cups were formerly used.
That's true.
Yeah.
Good for a serum sample.
I blame the butler. Thank you, our brave. We're not only writers, but performers. It's very impressive. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you regretted as soon as it started happening that you didn't stand up to do the gossip, don't worry, you'll have another chance to raise your voice. You also wrote objections for the wedding. Now, we've all attended weddings and we've all been very good, and we've repressed the impulse to scream out when they say if anyone has an objection or forever hold your peace. We know That's right. Save that voice for scene 4. Our funeral director, Doug Graves, here is going to pass around these. Just take an objection that you can read in scene 4. Hang on to it in your sweaty little hands through the progression of the whole play. And then you'll get your chance to shout out something probably pretty outrageous. All right, so are you guys having fun so far?
Yeah!
And you want to see a play? Woo! I happen to know one that was written earlier this evening. Shall we say? Please give a big round of applause for the cast of your show that you wrote, The Life You'll Never Have. Cast member to welcome to the stage. This evening, the role of Jock Kardashian, Eveline's father, will be played by Mr. Chandler White of the San Francisco Cacophony Society. Come up, old fellow. All right, and we leave you to it.
Leave the old man.
Move him. Get up, my dad. Move him. Move him. What? That's one.
Welcome to The Life You'll Never Have, brought to you by Exquisite Soap and the Exquisite Soap family of household products. And now, we join the personal diary of Eveline Kardashian, already in progress.
Dear diary, I can't believe I'm so wealthy. And I still have to talk to poor people. Before you pick up anyone in a bar, be sure to lift with your legs. And not with your back. Today, Evel brought crumpets to dinner, which greatly working on it. In fact, it's like when them glittering dragons sat outside the dumpster. Today, Evilbrook comes in, which greatly upset Hydra. I do love to see them squirm. I'm working on it. In fact, it's like when the glittering dragon sat on the dumpster. I said that already. I thought, shut up. I thought I saw him yesterday walking down Fifth Avenue. I was almost sure it was him. But then when I saw his member, I was absolutely positive. It's like when fresh air in my dog's nostrils. If you can endure that wedding, I can endure anything. I went to the playground and smelled the bicycle seats. put on my spider brooch this morning, I fantasized about jumping off and biting birds. I can only hope it really happens. I'm so excited. Come to think of it, it may have been the nut cups.
We now join the Hardashian family as they gather at Hawksmoor Abbey, their ancestral home, for the 88th birthday of Jock Hardashian.
It's a day of celebration at Hawksmoor Abbey for Jock Hardashian. Well, just about everyone in the family is here. Oh, except for Eveline's husband, Al, but sadly that's no surprise. Eveline, the CEO of Hardashian Inc., is joined by her 3 adult children. There's Chase, Gaylord Hardashian, the eldest. Ernest Whalen Hardashian, the youngest. And Hydra Hardashian, the middle child. Oh, with her son, little Prick. Oh, and then there's the butler and the maid. Perhaps you've noticed them, always lurking in the back. There may be more to them than meets the eye. Have I mentioned that they never look you in the eye? Well, they're all here to wish happy birthday to Jock, the head of the clan. Jock has looked better. Old age is catching up to the once vital twist-tie mogul. His movement is limited, and he can only communicate by using a small horn. But not very often. As we find them at Hawksmoor Abbey, they're about to sing Happy Birthday to Jock. Happy birthday! We actually can't afford the rights to that song, so support the EFF, okay? Let's just cut to the end. To you! And then there's an awkward lull for a while. Until Ernest tries to break the tension by telling a joke.
Happy birthday, Grandpa. I wouldn't say you're old, but I did find the tentacle of Chihulu in your trophy case. Accept no lesser evil, right, Grandpa?
Oh, respect your elders, Ernie. I'll show everyone photos of your kindergarten recital.
I'll return this to the trophy. Ernie opens a small orientile umbrella.
I use this for small inclement rainstorms.
I was inclement once. Boy, that was a good time.
The maid and the butler look at each other intently and sexually. The maid bites the air in seductive ways towards him before running off stage to procure her prop, a set of aphrodisiac underpants. She quickly or slowly puts them on. And returns to the arms of her anxious butler, sweating with excitement.
Anyway, we should give Grandpapa his cake.
Don't get his cake! He'll die! You idiot! Get that away from me! Get
Sandra's head back while the butler quietly escapes with the maid.
Chokey? I need to find out who my father is. I mean, I think I know who my father is, but I'm not entirely sure.
Crick goes to the back of the room and retrieves a plaque, upon which is a photo of a clown.
I am looking for it. Here it is.
It's F. Parker, Tommy the Clown, Helms. He comes to the front of the stage and looks lovingly at the plaque.
I think this is my papa. I remember once mommy talking about a dirty fucking clown. And then, one day I found this plaque in the bottom of mama's closet laid in a box labeled Broken Dreams.
Jesus, Prick, what are you doing climbing around my closet in that box?
I'm taking back what is rightfully mine.
What are you doing with my pills in there? Which you have momentarily?
Excellent job at hiding the bottle of pills. He is chosen from Hydra. Hide that, hide that.
Give me what belongs to me, and I will return to you what is yours.
Confused, everyone makes a funny face at the audience. Until the butler quips.
Pardon me, sirs and madams, but there is someone at the door. Oh my God! Someone has left the family heirloom tiki of great-grandfather Jethro on the doorstep.
The butler grabs the tiki prop and holds it over his head. Over your head.
It's my head.
Oh, over. He has a head, and over it is a small tiki stump.
Hey, I remember great-grandpa Jethro. He carved that from his own wooden leg.
Wasn't great-grandfather's favorite song Iron Man, sung by Black Sabbath? Maybe we should bring out this song in his honor.
At this point, someone wanted us to hand out bells to the cast to ring out Iron Man. I don't think that was on the prop table. I would have remembered.
Can we just say ding?
Ding,
Ding, ding, ding, ding, ding.
Rick does the Viagra dance across the room.
Do it.
Watch out in the front row. On camera.
Freeze! Patients experiencing erections longer than 24 hours seek immediate medical attention.
Or they think they're lucky stars and immediately log into Grindr.
I once had a Grindr account too, but I forgot my password. It's been sheer hell ever since I've had to actually pick up men in bars.
Oh, honey, that's nothing. I taught you to hump Lion King. Well done. I also taught you how to make money.
What happened there, my weirdo?
Well, I love animals. I love stars. I love nature. Did I mention that includes my lovely gay yellow octopus? And the lovely puka shells. Lay. That Prick gave me.
Eveline has a shell necklace, also known as a lei in the Hawaiian tradition. And then she says the final line, even though someone wrote it, saying it was for me.
Don't.
But
let's raise a glass to John and to my lovely puka shells that I want to give a wax to as badly as I want to give to my dog my puka shell that I want to enjoy with my lovely yellow gay octopus.
Now, just at that moment, Eveline realizes that she has a voicemail. Now, this could be important, so she quickly ends the party, shooing everyone from the room.
I love you. Go away. Away.
Including Jock, who after a brief ovation returns to his seat. Alas, Eveline, little does she know it's only her husband, Al. With another lame excuse for why he couldn't make the party.
Hey, Eveline, it's Al. Hey, I hope the party's going well. Look, I ran into a little trouble when I went out to get the ice cream your dad wanted. It's a kind of funny story, actually. Well, so he had his heart set on Tutti Frutti. And I said, sure, but apparently it's not sold in California anymore. So I'm on the road to Nevada right now. I got this guy who sells vintage ice cream in Elko. Wow, huh? Vintage ice cream? So yeah, so I may pick up some fireworks while I'm there. Anyway, I should be home by midnight, or just after. Don't wait up for me, okay? Anyway, tell your dad happy birthday.
And now we return to the life you'll never have, the Valley Mill General Hospital.
It's Al. I just heard you're in the hospital. Oh my God. I hope everything's okay. Look, I'm sorry I didn't reach you, but try and call me back. I'm kind of out of pocket right now. Actually, the car has a flat and ran out of gas. And so I'm waiting for a cab, but it's also sort of on fire right now. So I'm going to get back as soon as I can, but I also have this tux that I've got to return, or I'm getting charged the whole deposit. So anyway, but call me back. I hope you're fine. I'm sure you're fine. And I'll be there as soon as I can. It may not be till next week, but I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye.
What's wrong with Eveline? Why is she in the hospital? We're all waiting in the waiting room to find out. When we last visited the Hardashians, Eveline's family had just received a mysterious text message from Dr. Lance Goodthrust, the Hardashians' trusted general practitioner and occasional animal husband. The text read, Eveline in hospital. Could be serious. May involve the inheritance. See you soon. Naturally, all the siblings came at once. Ernie was accompanied by his employer, roommate, and constant companion, Mr. Bert Burns, space industrialist and longtime billionaire rival of Eveline Hardashian. Meanwhile, Hydra looks a bit unstable. She has that wink-hating look in one eye and an amnesiac stare in the other. Her brother Chase is loaded as usual. We join them now at Valley Mill General Hospital. As we join them, Dr. Goodthrust is about to announce what's wrong with Eveline.
Does this stare signify anything, or is it just a ball rolling around this insane asylum they call the Hardashian House of Nuts? Holy moly, toil and trouble. How can we do anything with all this madness just rolling around on the floor? All hands on deck. All fans on direct. Oh, when the wind blows up my kilt, I am a kilt and rise to heaven. I mean, who among you is without guilt? Yeah, I know all of you have got the guilt, but where is an ounce of guilt for all of you transgressors against mankind? Good God Almighty, is there a doctor in the house? Ow.
We need an explanation of this email. See you soon. Explain that, you king of quacks.
I have all the answers right here next to my heart. I'll explain the email if you give me a moment to speak.
Ernie Hardashian pulls out his laser prick.
Shut it! I'll admit it all! Just give me a second to dance my stress off. I am the father of Brick.
Oh.
I happen to be his father just so I could train him with his laser prick. Hence his name.
Ernie does an interpretive dance with his laser prick to show the story of the birth of his son. Eveline emerges, throwing bagels. Service dog. Not aiming them at anyone who might sue.
I had cerebricist gluttonitis.
Knew it.
Are you trying to kill us all in here? The bagel!
Give me that bagel. I gotta keep it away from my mom. I gotta get it away from my mom. Get the bagels away from my mom.
Doctor! How bad is it? Is it likely that my mother will die?
He's in it for the money, Mother. I love you.
I would never!
I love you more. You don't know what love is.
Ernie whips out the book Life and Love for Teens. And then reads to us from page 69.
The oath, a religious act. We also honor God's name in a more formal way when we take an oath. There are two kinds of oaths. An oath of assertion, used for example in courts of law, in which God is called upon as witness that one is speaking the truth. An oath of promise, used for example at the outset of some term of public office.
Did you have a particular time you wanted him to stop or just...
In which God is called upon as witness to one's intention to keep a promise. Amen.
Just then, if the props are ready.
Oh, yes.
Amen, yes. Then Bert whips out a baguette.
This is the sign of my love for you.
Hydra goes into anaphylactic shock. But then, Hydra puts on a red nose.
What a relief! Thank God!
God? I had him once.
Hydra forgets and produces the tell-all book contract.
Before you make any decisions, you should know about my tell-all book contract. Lovies.
Nice work, sweetie. Do you remember everything I told you?
My diagnosis of Hydra's mental state will surely weigh on the proceedings.
Dr. Goodthrust picks up the Maxwell Silver Sparkle Wand.
And? Oh.
I believe...
I believe I can fix any issue with this. How do I turn this on again? Now let us begin.
But just then the phone rings, and everyone looks around trying to imagine where the call could be coming from.
Ring, ring, Oh, excuse me, that's me.
The butler pulls the phone.
How does that phone work?
Oh, well, I just plug it into my potato butt like so. And then, I don't know, some kind of magic happens and we can talk to God and ask him questions. God? Yeah, I got a question.
Prick Kardashian begins to mimic the potato butt plugging over and over, giggling.
Plug? Plug?
Dr. Goodthrust attempts to take control of the plug.
Oh.
That's not safe. Should have gloves on or something.
And then Ernie says...
This movement reminds me of a dance.
You're not going to believe this, but Ernest Kardashian slowly begins to choreograph a dance based on the butler's plugging movements. And then followed by Prick's mimicry of the plugging movements. All in a choreographic sequence.
Look! Hello, God? Are you there, God? It's me, Ernest.
any moment, any movement. Beautiful.
That is not safe either, Ernest.
Dr. Goodthrust tries to stop both Brick and Ernie. Until Eveline bursts in.
Bert! I've had enough of your coy comments to Ernie.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
I have here the restraining order. Butler. I've made sure Ernie signed. You must leave immediately and never be within 200 yards of my family again!
You'll always live in my shadow. I'll remain dancing across your dreams, hand in hand with my love.
Then I will stab out my own eyes.
Let me help you, my dear. It will be my special pleasure.
That will never stop me from creeping into your minds.
Is it true? Could Ernie actually creep into their minds? That would be dimensional, man. Will he choreograph a routine around it? Let's wait and find out after this commercial message.
New Diet Exquisite. All you need to lose weight and keep that weight loss gloom away from your door. Yes, Diet Exquisite not only eradicates on average 1/3 of the food mass you ingest orally, it also releases a special bonus chemical that stimulates your body's natural mutilation centers. The bottom line, there's a thin new you smiling from the other end of the mirror. Get Diet Exquisite for a lesser you.
Eveline's husband, Al, was always late. But he's never been this late. Yes, Al Hardashian has passed. The often absent father figure to the Hardashian brood died under mysterious circumstances. And now the family and guests gather at his grave, waiting for the funeral service to begin. Why, there's little Prick, who's had another uncanny growth spurt. Yo. Something is wrong with this boy's glands. He has a bad case of SORAS, soap opera rapid aging syndrome. It's something Dr. Goodthrust read about in Telenovela Weekly. And, oh dear, despite the best efforts of Minister McSteinberg, the family's spiritual advisor and direct connection to all possible higher powers, poor Hydra has relapsed, it seems, into her Lovecraftian persona. Is that a tentacle? Ugh. Well, even more distressing than that, perhaps, is the rumor that the prodigal twin, Evil Hardashian, is back in town.
Oh!
Would he dare turn up at the funeral? Of course he would. Evil Hardashian strides in. Everyone except Hydra, who seems to be kind of in her own world. Everyone else turns ashen at the sight of him. Eveline trembles with barely suppressed rage at the offense. But Evil doesn't flinch. He walks directly up to his mother, pulls something out of his pocket, and says,
I see you finally got your wish, Mother. I always knew Daddy would look better covered in dirt.
Eveline slaps Evil across the face. repeatedly. I don't have a count on this either. Tell us when it's not funny.
Ever since you crawled out of my womb, you've been nothing but a disappointment.
Dr. Goodthrust pulls Eveline away.
Oh. Evil! Where the hell have you been?
Ernie hugs Evil. Prick pulls a water bottle out of his pocket.
Mommy, can I put some of this in my Jesus juice like you did with Daddy's grown-up drink?
Eveline, I see your husband had a little help into the next life. If you don't want any help into the next cell, you might want to give me controlling shares of all your companies.
Eveline looks away in horror and disgust.
You'll never get anything but me spitting on your grave, maggot!
Would you care for a cocktail? Blackmail is a thirsty business, I'm told.
The maid clutches the mace behind her back, ready to smack the next person that speaks.
What did you say?
Smacks Rick with the mace, and then smacks the three people closest to her, just for good measure.
One more. This one. Thank you. Have you no decency, maid? This is a funeral! How dare you disrespect my family like this?
The maid smacks Prick with the mace, and then smacks the next three people around her just for good measure.
What? Again?
I'm sorry. I read that line again. My bad. Was it the maid smacks Prick? Did I read that yet?
Yes, you read that.
Oh, here we are. Thank you for your patience. Prick begins to cry and whine, as usual. The maid smacks Prick with the mace, and then smacks the three closest. Oh, that's the same one, right?
Yeah, we're done with that part.
It's your line, maid.
I've been waiting to do that for years.
Oh, yeah, me too. Can I help? Mom!
Rick, your mom has been called by great spirit of the evil. We must fight it. Let us hold hands.
The family all reluctantly hold hands around Hydra.
Complete the circle, complete the circle.
But still look at their script somehow.
Really? She's been called by the evil spirit? Or has she?
Sister, have you taken your medication? Or have you?
Ernie pulls out a box of pills, or maybe a jar, from his jacket.
You need 12 of these. Or do you?
Hydra grabs the pink, fluffy crown and puts it on her head.
Cthulhu! He's a pretty, pretty princess! Cthulhu demands the souls of virgin unicorn.
At that, Hydra Cthulhu bends over and starts twerking.
Oh, great, Mom! Now I need therapy!
Just now? Really?
No, I am available to provide you with support, Prick.
Oh, yeah! Yeah, that's great! So I can end up like Mommy Hydra! No thanks!
Now, Prick, the minister is trying to help.
I don't think Father would approve of this voodoo.
Christianity is not voodoo. It's one of the most practiced religions in the world. It's contributed to immeasurable cultural history.
Well, I have something to announce that will throw that out the window.
At that, Hydra pulls a document from her purse.
Oi.
This is a birth certificate!
Ooh.
Really?
Yes. Can you read it? I've been keeping this secret for 62 years. Rick is my son!
Everyone gasps. Gasps. Prick runs to Hydra and screams,
No shit.
Mommy?
Mommy?
Daddy?
Daddy!
No! I'm your mommy and your daddy! I'm a hermaphrodite!
The entire cast gags in disgust. Except for Brick, who drops to the floor and throws a temper tantrum.
I just want one mommy and one daddy! I would rather have two daddies, if anything!
Eveline pulls the deed to Hawksmoor out of her decorator.
Ooh, nice. Oscar winners.
No, vote for me. A write-in.
Oh.
My world is ended. Thank you, Dr. Prick. I'm going to live in ashram with Gwyneth Paltrow. I have here the deed to Hawks no more. You all have failed me! Unless one of you can show me you deserve this estate, I will leave it all to the butler.
I'll take it. It'll be such a nice venue for my clothing optional monthly polo matches.
No. I get 3 votes in this family. And I propose a contest for the deed to the house.
I propose a business arrangement for the betterment of everyone.
No!
Oh.
No! I want to hear more from the ancient gods!
Does he happen to be an embodied god? I believe since Game of Thrones there's been a godfish niche that we can work with here.
Eveline, just hear me out. I know we've been enemies, and more than enemies.
He offers a very awkward wink. And then Eveline and Bert start getting frisky on stage.
Oh, yeah.
Meow.
Oh, yeah.
My beloved, I have a gift for you.
Yes. Give it to me.
It is the secret to my fortune. A remote that controls time.
Everyone steps forward awkwardly to look closer at the time remote.
What does this button do?
Everyone slowly moves backward in reverse.
Now this one.
Everyone enters a parallel dimension and sings an a cappella rendition of Gangsta's Paradise.
I am a gangster, motherfucker.
Mine. With this device, I'll control the world!
I do not know, but rest this Mr. will find where he's going. But I wish to state that I have the photos. So, Mr. I think you can take it easy, no?
A certain packet has been found which implicates the... Oh, never mind. This isn't the time. But just at that moment, to relieve the awkwardness of the half-written final line, the minister begins the service, and she holds a small cell phone aloft, which she says contains the final words of Albert Hardashian. Everyone gasps, and then falls silent, waiting to hear the words as she hits.
Evelyn, it's Al. Oh my God, you're not gonna believe what just happened to me. Okay, so, I was in LA and my flight got canceled, so I had a couple hours to kill. I went to see a taping of that show, The Bachelor. You know that show? So, I'm in there, and it's just pretty boring, the usual stuff for like 40 minutes. Then, all of a sudden, that girl that got bumped in episode 4, she comes bursting through the door with a bomb strapped to her chest. Holy shit, I've never been so scared in my life. And then she goes to blow it up, and it doesn't blow up. It was a dud. Oh my God. We're all just so relieved. It's amazing. We're sitting here. They took her away. Everything's fine. I'm totally fine. The bomb squad's here. They're actually defusing.
This program is brought to you by Exquisite Soap Flakes, the only soap-like product made with real potato essence. So scrub that pan, add some exquisite American queso, and guess what? It's a realistic potato au gratin. Ready in minutes. Exquisite Flakes. It's the clean starch.
Dearly beloved, we gather here in this holy theater with this holy audience to unite in holy Kardashian matrimony. Our bride, Ernest Kardashian, and our groom, Bert Burns. People get married for all kinds of reasons. Many people get married. And many people get divorced. But I have good feeling about this couple. And like all Kardashian weddings, this fine couple has written their own vows, and I will read them in turn, and you will say I do. If you do. First vow. Do you, Ernest, promise to always smile and find it adorable when he fucks in bed?
I do.
And do you, Bert, promise to rub the nose of the gilded marmot?
I do.
Do you, Ernest, promise to keep the batteries recharged?
I do.
Do you, Bert, do you promise to adopt an octopus?
I do.
Do you, Ernest, promise to control your impulses?
I do.
Do you, Bert, promise to forego the use of your whoopee cushion on the relatives of your new spouse? They need your help with this.
I do.
Yay.
Yeah.
Do you, Ernest, promise to use protection during extramarital affairs?
I do.
Do you, Werx, promise to never say to your spouse, "Nice rack, Poopsie"? Those were some beautiful vows. Most beautiful I have seen, and I've done lots of weddings. I love weddings. So, is there anyone out there in our holy audience who might have slip of paper and have some reason that these beautiful two men should not get married? If you do, speak now.
I do.
What?
Oh. Who gets married anymore? It's so pre.com.
I object! I have a love child with him!
Oh! He is really a woman. Oh!
I object. They're ghosts.
The baby's not his.
Oh, baby. In the white hat.
I know what he did last night.
I do too.
This couple have incompatible gut flora.
They're okay.
Not everybody can marry the one they want.
Yeah.
Oh, you and me? Bon mirage.
There's that.
In the back.
No, they can't get married. They have the same mother. Eveline is mother to both of them.
You in the back with hand up. I was supposed to be the groom.
I call shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Because I'm having your baby.
Is there one more?
I object. Because we're out of nut cups.
How could that be?
The cups were so small.
Number one cause of divorce. But in spite of all of these things we have heard, do you, Ernest, do you Bert still want to get married? Yes.
I do.
I do.
Yay. Do you, audience, do you still want them to get married? Clap. So in that case, in spite of everything, these two will get married, and I ask for the rings. 19th century Kardashian heirlooms twist tie.
With diary.
From the Kardashian fortune twist tie fortune. And now, I invite, well, first, I pronounce you with the power invested in me, our newly wed couple. You kiss, and we watch them kiss. Everyone to be quiet and we dim the lights and the music come and we have first marriage dance.
Yeah.
Well, how's that? For the wedding of the century. Who saw that coming? I mean, in a soap opera, the couple that starts off as a couple gets married. That never happens! Absolutely shocking. Well, now we've seen the ceremony, and it's time for the bride to throw her bouquet. Avoid it if you can. And now that she's thrown the bouquet, they've had their first dance. At last, the gossiping can begin.
Why? Oh, why did we drink the cyanide toast? Were we that parched?
Perhaps the pills were less poisonous.
The maid produces a vial of pills. From somewhere.
Oh.
Though it had a lasting effect on Frick. Miss Hydra, you look dehydrated.
Oh.
May I get you a glass of ice water?
But before Hydra can respond, Eveline stands up, clutching the paternity test results in hand. Dun, dun, dun.
On this joyful occasion, I can think of nothing better to add to our joy than to shed light on an old family secret. Ernie, my darling, I have a paternity test results in my hand proving that your father is really Bert!
Bert and Ernie drop their glasses in tandem in a shocked silence. Quick, get a glass.
Unison.
And then let it go down. Oh. Method! And a shocked silence falls over the reception.
Oh.
Mother! Why now? Why?
Like grains of sand, these are the days of our life.
And then a toy blimp rolls out on stage.
Oh.
I love you, Buttercup.
What is love? What is buttercup? How can a buttercup hold love? It's too slippery, everyone knows.
The butler steps forward to explain.
The cup is not of butter. Love is not slippery. Love is eternal.
Tell me that. What do I do with all the butter?
What? Well, there is no Buttercup. There is only love.
She's not Buttercup. I'm Buttercup. I love you too, Pillow Plow.
When you call me Pillow Plow.
Ah, love.
Pillow plow. There is not pillow to plow.
Oh dear. Must we? Along with the doctor, demonstrate the general pillow plow concept by seizing one leg each of the ministers and dangling her upside down.
Dangle! Dangle!
Oh, pillow
Next
plow.
line.
Of course. Hand me the goggles. Now it all makes sense.
Yes! Of course it makes sense! Why wouldn't it make sense?
The maid whispers something discreetly to the butler.
Well, now that all that's cleared up, there's something that needs to be brought up.
Oh my gosh, what is it?
Oh, just a small matter of grandfather's last will and testament. Boring.
Bert! Ignore them and think of something sciencey.
I have here an addendum that was recently in my pocket that says that anyone who can wrestle a gator at the wedding of the bride and the groom inherits a donut factory. I mean, let's wrestle that gator.
I can't wait. I've always wanted to wrestle a gator, and I'd love to wrestle one with you. Can we do it naked? With Jello?
Of course, my love.
Next, rolling across the floor, is a small toy car.
Oh, honey, can we drive off into the sunset aboard this beautiful little car?
Of course, my love. I only live to fulfill your heart's every desire. Always and forever.
Lance Goodthrust pulls a bottle. Lance Goodthrust pulls a bottle of pills from his pocket and announces that he has procured a special experimental substance that will make members of the wedding party tell one terrible truth about themselves.
Then
I have procured a special experimental substance that will make members of the wedding party tell one terrible truth about themselves.
You're done?
Yeah. Yes.
The maid then speaks up to announce.
I have secretly sampled the experimental medication, and I'm ready to tell a terrible truth about Eveline.
Yeah.
The truth is that she isn't really a woman, but a vengeful, reincarnated spirit that must fulfill her cosmic destiny by passionately kissing a member of the audience. If she does not do this, she will be fated to wander forever in a bardo that resembles a fracking installation.
Grandma, pick a good one for all of us.
At this moment, Evil breaks into song.
Later.
Your chase, yes. Oh, fuck.
You go, girl.
At break of day, as she walked away, I was waiting. I crossed the street to her house, she opened the door.
What will happen? Does Evil know any more lyrics to that song? Let's find out. She's
Since 1842, Exquisite Soap has been made with real snake oil to bite into your cleaning problems. And now, once more, the personal diary of Eveline Hardashian.
Stop singing the song, it's over, baby. Dear diary, to quote the philosopher, philosopher Plato.
If you need to call a lifeline, just...
Mom? Uncle Bernie?
I'm here for you.
Okay, thank you. Bitches be tripping. Hard.
Yeah.
Her indifference was astounding. The weather was absolutely tragic. His chest was heaving with anticipation. But what happened after that? I can't recall. But I do remember someone saying, "No more wire hangers!" Maybe it was me. I could if I would, of course, but then again, perhaps it wasn't me. At all. Perhaps it was the maid. God, I'm like all brain dead. Now at last I know that all the money in the world will never buy me the happiness I need. I know. I know this because I tried to write before and it gave me intense anxiety.
Oh, yeah.
I never forgot the first time I ate cat's food. We had a good night. I enjoyed his nut cups rather a lot. But the alligator I adopted ate the refrigerator again. Come to think of it, the icing could be tainted. I woke up from a lovely dream about Bert. Bitch, isn't it? He and I were skydiving with chimpanzees strapped to their chest. What does it mean? I don't know. But I'm not going skydiving!
That's, I don't know, there's some warm stuff in there, though. I'm a little unsure. You may need to seek counseling. But thank you. That was an incredible script. It was an incredible time. Did you guys have fun tonight? Yeah! So as I mentioned, this is the closing night for our show. We do pretty short runs of this, but we have a mailing list out front. We're also on Facebook. We're on Twitter. You can look for us, Exquisite Corpse Theater, and probably find us pretty easily. And also, we'll reach out and let you know when we're getting the next one started, and exactly what that is and how you can help us get it started even beforehand. So I want to give a big round of applause for our cast. Introduce them real quick. We have Rebecca Boretsky is on. The evil and the plain chase, yes. Finally, Guy Silvestro as Ernest Kardashian. Jerry Lawler as Eveline. Damien Chacona as the butler. Leslie Freeman as Minister McSpineberg. Bert Shumjeski. The goodest of thrusts from Mr. Dean Mermel. Sky Decker is the maid. Your wedding planner for tonight, Katrina James. Special appearance by Jock Kardashian, Chandler White. This is Dave, your programmer, and your director, Cameron. Come out here, right to the light. And thanks to our artists. I hope you got your sketch done to our artists who put back through the night.